Hello and welcome to another Scrawler live stream. My name is Chris, the founder of ScrawlrBox, and today we are talking about ScrawlrBox 119, which is from July, and we have our very own featured artist joining us today. So let me bring our guest in, and Kat, as you all know, who will be joining us. So let me bring them in with some technology. Here we go. Hello, welcome. Welcome, Kat, and Jedidiah
Standard
Dore.
issue cat.
Standard issue
Hi.
Cat. She's always here, but she's always fucking. You make me feel bad every month, Cat. When I just go, because I see you every day. It doesn't seem as special to me, but I guess it's special for everyone watching that you're here.
Yeah, they're
And
here
I
for
see you
me.
in person. But you're not the special one today. You're
No.
Jedidiah is. Welcome, Jedidiah. Thank you for coming on the stream, and thank you for helping us out with ScrawlrBox 119 and providing this
Hey.
lovely artwork for the box.
Oh gosh, thank you guys. You guys are special too. We're all special here. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, good. You are much
No,
welcome.
thank you for taking your time to come and speak to us all the way over there in the US of A.
Yes. Is
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
We're a bit behind. We're at the end of the day, so assuming it's around lunchtime. Is it for you guys over there?
yeah, it's about lunchtime.
Okay.
Or it's I was gonna greet everybody the way New Yorkers greet each other, which is yo or how you doing?
How
That's a
you
typical
doing?
New
Like
York
Joey
greeting.
from Friends.
Yeah. In Brooklyn, we shorten it to just yo because we don't have time for anything. We just say yo.
No, too busy.
You.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yo to you too. So good. So
Natural.
good. That's how it works,
You're
right?
natural, Chris.
Yo.
I don't think I'd cut it. I've never
Sounds good.
been, but I don't think I'd cut it. So I'm too much of a country guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of that. Welcome to Thank you for helping us out with this box. It was a really great box. And you've obviously received your copy. Did you like how it came together, and obviously seeing all the artwork that people created with it? What were your thoughts?
I had a wonderful time, and it was such a special, illustration. I kind of knew right away as soon as you folks contacted me what I wanted to do in this dedication to Christina. So I had a lovely time with it, and it was I love challenges, so I love the challenge of curating just a few art supplies.
Mm.
And the funny thing is, I do that a lot. I do that sometimes when I go to reportage or when I do urban sketching. I had this habit of trying to bring everything I had, just in case, and I ended up not using very much art supplies. So I disciplined. I got more disciplined, and I would bring fewer and fewer supplies just to keep it more efficient. So when I got to the site, it was about the drawing and the capturing it,
Yeah.
rather than just trying to meddle with all the art supplies in the middle of it. Yeah.
Sometimes it's nice to have. Sometimes it's a real challenge, and you find it tricky. But sometimes you just kind of less is more, and you kind of the focus really just works on the artwork, not about which brown shall I use? Because sometimes you look at, say, a rack of markers and there's four different browns, and you're trying just to have a few colors. I mean, to be fair, we've got six colors, and mixing
Yeah.
them you can get quite a few. I mean, they're very bright and bold, so sometimes six is lucky. Sometimes we only send like three colors or two colors. It can be
Mhm.
pretty tricky. But this was a quite a good palette, and it kind of spoke to the theme. And so obviously you have various space links which we might get into. But the theme was to infinity and beyond, and this is Christina Koch. I don't know how you say it. Christina Koch.
Yeah, I think I've been pronouncing it Christina Koch, like as in
Oh.
it's a German way to
Okay,
pronounce it.
that makes sense.
But yeah, I know that some people pronounce it Koch, but I I hope that I'm getting that right.
Yeah. Apologies, Christina.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, and we had lots of artworks that kind of lent down the link of space, and it was great. We had some people doing something similar, some people
Mhm.
doing like planets and actual spacing, some people just doing really random stuff. So it's really great to see how people interpret your artwork and style, and then the kind of the prompt we give, and just kind of let their minds run free. So it was great fun
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah, I love seeing the different variations of it, of the theme, and how imaginative they were.
Yeah. So the supplies were, for anyone who doesn't get the box, I'm pretty sure most people in the chat have, but they were the Derwent Inktense blocks. Like, probably hold them up to. Okay, maybe I can see here. There, they're basically, it's hard to explain Inktense. They're like watercolors, but not watercolors. They're in a pastel block, but they're not pastels, but you can use them like pastels. They're quite strange because it's watercolor with ink, I guess, because it's not reactivated once wet. Once it's dry, it's permanent. So that's quite a good feature of the Inktense blocks. And you've used them before. You've done some work with Derwent, I think, on the before. Is that right?
You're on the cover of the tin, aren't you?
On the cover, yeah. Yeah, every time I use them, I told them that I feel like a little kid with crayons. They're such a fun tool to use. You can just kind of hold on to them like a crayon and just, and then they're water soluble, so you can use them like watercolors, and they're so intensely vibrant. They're wonderful to use and just play around with and experiment. I'm still trying to figure out to this day what else I can do with them. There's so much I can do with them.
Yeah, they're definitely. And you showed like the texture. I really like the textures that you can get like around the top by using them as like pastels, but then you can work water into them as well. Although you've got to be careful with that pigment because gets everywhere. As Kat will come probably to test to when she's testing them out. She's got some on a white t-shirt, and once it's on your clothes,
Immediately.
it doesn't come out.
Yeah, I have the same problem with all of my clothes have some kind of ink stain or acrylic or paint stain on them. I have to keep clothes like tucked away that I don't want any paint to play.
Yeah, I never learn my lesson. I just keep like, oh, I like this, I'll wear this, and then I wear it and I get it immediately covered in some sort of art supply.
Yeah, you do keep those like, oh, I'll just keep that for my painting or but then you never know when you get the paint on you, right? So you can't plan ahead. It just happens. Or you
I
forget.
feel like you're actually, you're doing something right if you get all the art supplies on you. You're making a mess and you're playing around with it, experimenting with it.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those mediums which can be like, you can use it like I've used it like just like in this palette and just get the brush straight to the stick and use it like a palette, but get it out and be you can make some huge marks if you just use it on its side and make some really big. And they have not these ones, but they have the ink. Do they have the Inktense XL blocks, don't they, which is like,
oh yeah, those
chunky.
those are so much fun too. Oh my gosh, they're fun to use with any kind of painting too, making marks and making really dynamic graphic marks with it, with oil painting or acrylic painting.
Yeah, you don't often get like chunky like pastels like that size that you can use. So that's really really cool.
And they stay together. They don't fall apart like a charcoal or a soft pastel in your hand. They don't. They hold together pretty strong.
Oh, I broke all mine. This is a second set from the book. I'm too heavy-handed. If I'm just trying to, even when I'm like swatching them out, I'm just like, and snap them with my fingers. But the XL blocks are much harder to break. So yeah, they're
well, the funny thing is, when I first started drawing, I had some great teachers, and we were doing a lot of reportage drawing, and I started drawing with charcoal, of all things, and I realized, why am I using charcoal? Because I just get it everywhere. So we would draw on location for 8-10 hours a day, and I would come back for a crit, and I would just have charcoal all over my face and my clothing. And my professor would go, "You look like you got in a fight with charcoal and lost."
I think that is how charcoal works. Everyone loses.
Yeah. Okay. Well, while we've got you here, it would be silly not to ask you some questions. So if you've got any questions in the chat that you want to ask Jedidiah, then put them in the chat and we'll ask them to him. Before we get into the box, I need to make sure we do this, otherwise I'll forget. Is the Scrawler sketch. Each week, Kat does another prompt, and I haven't planned this out, so I'm going to try and do it on the fly. Well, I've got the thing. I haven't done that. I'm going to try and do the live prompt again. This is me doing technology live, which may not work.
Not going to work.
But we shall see what happens. Bear with me, Jedidiah. So yeah, ScrawlrSketch is a weekly sketch prompt, and also we do our monthly ones, but we want more prompts. We want more art. So Kat puts together a list, and each month on the live, we choose, both Kat and I choose one of our favorite Scrawler sketches from the previous prompts. and then we kind of put the artworks together and my and Cat's choices together in a battle to see which wins. So this is the two artworks from ScrawlrSketch, and they're both from the same prompt.
Sheeps.
Oh,
The
look at
prompt
that.
was
That's so great.
sheep, and I cannot edit the video. Where am I doing the live prompt? Oh no. Oh no. Is it analytics? No. It's definitely edit video. Oh no. Oh no.
What have you done?
I can't remember how to do the live poll.
Okay.
It's been so long.
You're on
It's
a
been
holiday
like,
for a week and you've forgotten
I've been-
everything.
I have forgotten everything. Normally there's a window. Hang on. Customization. Here we
My
go.
All
favorite.
that jet skiing you're doing, your brain's been bumbled around too much.
Well,
No, it
two
normally
good
gives me
choices.
on the edit screen. Normally it's when it's live, it's oh no. Maybe if I refresh. Oh no. We're gonna have to just do it in the chat. How am I gonna do it? I'm gonna do it back to the old school post. Hang on. I can do it. Oh, it's right in the chat. I got it here. Hold on, bear with me.
Yay.
Well done, Chris.
Okay.
Well done, yes.
Now I've got to type. Hold on.
Well, I've got a question for
Okay, yeah.
Jedidiah from Mel. Have you ever used the Inktense pencils or pans?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I've been drawing a lot with them, all the different versions that they have. I love drawing portraits with them. You know, they can be very precise and very intuitive, and I love how opaque they are. And they're just as versatile as the Inktense blocks, but I love drawing portraits with them and been doing a lot of portraits with the pencils.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have and the good thing is that the colors all match up. They should be the same pigments, right? So in the pencils, in the blocks, in the pans, they should all be the same.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that technical malfunction. The poll is now live in the chat, so everyone in the chat vote for their favorite. I'll put it up again later, but one is A, one is B, I think, and then we'll pick a winner at the end. And the artist will send the artist a free month of ScrawlrBox, and then we'll send someone in the chat a Scrawlr pack. And this is out of stock, so it's a mystery bag full of lovely art supplies. I don't even know what's in it, and that'll be somebody who comments sheep or sheep-based comments in the chat. So we'll pick those at the end. So get voting, and yeah, apologies for the technical malfunction there.
Nice.
You know, my head is still in Spain, but my body is not. So, yeah. Well, let's go back into the box and let's talk about some of the artworks that have been created.
Yes, please.
So I'll start with one of my picks, which kind of links to. Hold on, back to technology problems. Kind of links to similar
Can
to
you tell we're really, really professional at this?
I love it. Oh my gosh, look at that.
This
That's
was one
cool.
by Lucy Luxer, and I thought it was kind of very similar style to yours.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's let me try to remind us. Helen Sharman, which I think she was the first British woman in space. In space? Yes, I think that's right.
Yeah, wonderful.
So yeah, I really like this. It's kind of definitely taking your theme and artwork and just giving it her own British spin. And I love she's got the background going on and obviously the spacesuit as well. So this one really stood out to me.
Yeah, well done. I love how all the different marks were used. It looks like they're experimenting with a lot of the different types of marks you can apply with the blocks. Such a nice portrait. Beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. So well done, Lucy Locke's art. Jedidiah, you sent me one of your choices as well.
Yeah.
Which was one of
Is Julie's.
Julie Spridle. She is she gets
cute.
picked by either Cat or I or somebody. If she does like lots of every month, she'll come up with something great. And I agree with you. This is a lovely piece.
Yeah, it really is. It's so sweet, and it reminds me of I don't know. I think why I share anything that's related to space and space exploration. It just always makes me feel like a little kid. You know, there's so much wonder in this illustration. It's so beautiful.
Mm. Yeah, it's kind of like holding up, and the background as well. Like, I'm not sure how she's got it. It looks like she's put it on, but then wiped it away. I don't really know how she got there, but it's
it looks like
really
she's used
nice.
the paintbrush to keep that thick line and sort of great pigment. Oh,
it's got like really kind of
Yeah.
spacey aura kind of glow about it. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a great effect because you can get really painterly with the blocks. You can, you know, wash them with water and create a wash, and then put some marks on top of that wash. So it makes beautiful textures like you see here in the background in the space.
Yeah, and they can be quite, once you kind of work them up with water, they can be quite thick. You know, you can get a lot of pigment and work them up, and they can not too thin. You can get good consistency with them. Yeah, so well done, Julie. She consistently does some great work. So
yeah, good stuff.
we always see her. Kat, you've chose a few. I think you put a few in. Let's start with this one. It's one of yours.
Oh,
yeah, that's really cool.
Oh my gosh,
it's very different. I haven't seen anyone else create anything like this. It looks like some sort of spacecraft.
It's a satellite or space station or something, but then it looks like it's got the lines going over it, but it's either like reflection or it's kind of like a technical drawing, like the plan of space
yeah
station,
it's like a technical drawing, but then it's got those really expressive-y marks in it. I really like it. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's well done. It's really precise. It reminds me of the International Space Station, and also those really beautiful 60s fantasy and sci-fi illustrations as well. There's a
cool
kind of similar vibe to the way it was done. It's very beautiful.
Yes. Vanilla Z Art. She's pops up quite a lot as well, so she does some great work. And then you've also picked another one which is kind of very contrasty to this one. I'm not sure if you can guess which one I'm going to pick, but it's this one. I can't quite fit it all in, but it's Mel Fallon's.
Hi Mel, she's here. She's watching.
She's in the chat. She just said sheep, I think, her last comment. But yeah, it's dark, right?
Dark. Love it.
I remember that one. Yes, I love this one. It's so much fantasy. It's taking the sci-fi or the science aspect of it and putting it into a fantasy fiction. I want to see an entire children's book or picture book out of this. It
does evoke that. What's the story? There's a story behind this, and it just kind of, you want to know more, right? You want to know what these creatures are. They're huge creatures, and what planet this is, and all sorts of things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, is that spaceman in danger, or
are they
just really big dogs?
Yeah, if I saw this poster and it was for a movie or a picture book, you know, I'd want to read it. I definitely want to see the rest of the story.
Yeah, agreed. I had another one to pick, so which I thought was different, which was
oh, nice.
This one. Art by Esther Katona. Esther?
Yeah.
I think. It's kind of to infinity and beyond space frog. Not only did I think the space frog was cute, but the background kind of was like a nebula or whatever this space explosion is going on in the background. It's really, really nice textures and colors there, and I just really like this one, and the frog kind of exploding out the frame I really liked as well.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with animals in space in spacesuits. I love the nebula too. You know what's funny is I was looking at I'm sure you guys have seen it, but I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but there's a really funny photograph that a journalist took of one of the space launches, and you see the cloud, you know, the thruster crowd, the cloud, and then the thrusters, and then you see a frog that looks like it was just blown up into the air, and looks like it's flying up, you know, towards the sky because it was probably somewhere in the water in the pond near the rocket. And it reminds me of this illustration, and so people are wondering, I hope that frog's okay. I hope it made it.
Maybe this is that same frog 10 years
right
later.
Yeah, for sure.
It's had its calling. Now it's trained in going to space. Yeah, so I mean, that's only kind of like a sample of all the art, but there was loads. There was like lots of. I saw some which I nearly chose, which kind of like a planet, and they used all the ink tents to make like really cool like planet. I don't know what planet it was, but kind of colors and swirls. That was really cool. There's just loads of, and there'll be more in the next scene. We pick our top 3, and we'll share more in the magazine, and in the weeks to come, we'll be sharing them on social. So yeah, it was great, and there were lots of different ones, and lots of people getting involved in this month's theme. So that was good. That was good.
Yeah, I love the theme. There's so much that you can do with it.
Yeah. Yes. So well, back to questions for Jedidiah. Is there any more cat that you've seen on?
I did save one, and then I.
Okay. Well, what are you up to at the moment, Jedidiah? Are you working on anything? You got any murals, or you do so many different things?
Yeah, yeah. It's a kind of a funny, especially in the summertime.
You don't keep peanut butter in the fridge.
That's like the biggest no-no. I don't know why it is. You can't spread it on the bread. It's too rock. It gets rock hard when you put it in the fridge.
Do people do that? I've never heard of anyone do that. I know
that's what I'm saying. Some people actually do that, and it's like you can't.
There's the thing about ketchup. Ketchup in the fridge or in the cupboard. We always keep it in the fridge. But some people I know keep it in the cupboard. I'm like, well, you can't.
I don't keep it in the fridge. It's in the cupboard.
It's in the cupboard.
What?
Yeah, well, there you go. You're doing it right. And the other one was pineapple on pizza, but that's like a hotly. I did not want to get in trouble with that because people are got into fisticuffs with that topic.
Yeah, I think if you like if you like pineapple on pizza, you're like die hard pineapple on pizza.
Especially in New York, I guess that's kind of.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean,
you don't want to be asking that question in New York.
Be careful with who you tell that to. If you like that. I mean, personally, I like all kinds of pizza, and I'm from California, so don't tell anybody that. I don't mind it.
I have some questions. So look, Specs, and she's here in the chat too. So hello. She asks, if it was possible, which planet would you like to visit? No limits, no danger, just for fun.
Oh gosh. That's a great question. I thought about this, and I've spoken to friends about it because a lot of my friends know that if given the opportunity, I would say yes in a New York second. Yeah, if they ask me to go up in space and explore and reportage it, hopefully, and maybe even teach a class. That's my dream, is to teach a class in our class in space. I would say Mars. I would be one of those crazy people that says, yeah, sign me up. You want me to explore Mars and colonize it, or not colonize it, but at least explore it and figure things out and help out. And I would probably say, yeah, why not? I mean,
that would be cool.
I've always been very foolhardy about things like that, and I don't look at. It worries my mom to death. I'm always just jumping in, headlong into things. So I would probably say yes to something like that.
Yeah. No hesitation.
And yeah, the adventure of it is really what I love.
It'd be quite hard to paint in space. I guess in zero gravity as well, like watercolors. Or would it? Or would you just have like the blue floating there, and you can just kind of dip your brush into it? And
that's fascinating, right? I've had
conversations
about that exact thing, and then I saw a photograph of, and I feel so embarrassed that I'm forgetting his name, but a Japanese astronaut, and he was doing the traditional Japanese calligraphy while he was in the space station. Wow. And it was beautiful, and I just was celebrating, thinking, okay, it's possible you can paint in space, because he's making this beautiful calligraphy with ink, so it works.
That would be, I'd like to see that. That would be fun. I'm guessing they do like drawings and stuff, because pencils, and they do have pencils and pens, right? I guess, and writing stuff.
They have special pencils or pens. I think, I'm pretty sure. I guess they don't want the thing leaking all over the place. So
yeah.
But Inktense blocks would be really good to use, because they don't leak anything. There's no liquid. So there you go.
When you're on your space journey, what planet it may be, to Mars, you won't be able to take all your art supplies, so you'll have to take a limited amount, I guess. And you get a good amount of pigment for your money in these kind of ones. So, and they're multi-use, so I think it'd be working all right.
Lots of red and brown.
So you need lots of black in space, because that's all it is, right? Black, unless you're looking back down.
Yeah.
But What other questions we got?
I've got
This
one
one.
from Amanda.
Okay. Yeah, you go.
You've done so many things, been in movies and artists and so much. What sent you down the artist road and not the movie star road?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. So I started actually with film work. Ages ago, I was doing stunt work for movies for a short while, and that's really what got me, just loving the whole process of films and making movies, and um, and I realized that it's just really not unlike what we do as artists. It's um, at the core of it is storytelling. There's so much involved. There's so many people involved in this huge production, and it's very impressive to watch. And everybody's focused on one single task, and that's to tell the story. And as as visual artists, that's what we do, especially reportage artists. And I love that. I love the story aspect of it. So with filmmaking and being an actor, that's really what I fell in love with the characters and portraying these different characters. And it's almost like different drawings and different paintings. You're trying to figure out what the challenge is and how to come up with the answer for that story. But as far as being an artist first, that's always been. I mean, I'm always that kid that loved to draw ever since I was little. And I have a funny memory of that. I would challenge all of my friends and neighbors that I played with as a kid, and I would always challenge them to a drawing contest. And they hated that. They would say, "No, you always win," because we would ask the adults around us, who has the best drawing. They never wanted to play with me because they're like, "You always win." That's kind of when I knew that I was just I loved it. I just and it wasn't so much a natural thing. It was just I was always working at it. My grandpa used to give me comic books, and I would copy great illustrators and comic book artists, and I would just marvel at how beautiful and how realistic the drawings were. I always thought it was magic that someone can draw that accurate, So, but that's definitely why the two kind of merged together. And I've been learning how to draw on set. When you're an actor, you're in holding a lot. There's a lot of downtime when they're setting up camera work and the set and the scene, things like that. So I'm drawing a lot of other actors and set
Oh,
pieces.
cool.
Mm.
My
Nice.
dream is to completely merge the two, and hopefully somebody will hire me to do a reportage of the whole process of making the movie.
That would be
Whilst
really cool.
being in the movie as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the funny that you mentioned that, because I had achieved this dream of being a lead in this film, and the whole time when they were setting up the next scene or the next shot, I was standing there drawing, and the director was just laughing at me, thinking, "Wait, that's pretty quirky. The actor's standing here drawing." Usually he's in the break room or in the green room or the holding room, just waiting.
Practicing his lines. So you're like, no, I'm just gonna do my other. I've got many talents. I don't have to just do this. I've got other things I need to do.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So do you still do stunt work or do?
No. Long story short, just did a TV show, and there were a bunch of stunt guys there, and it was a big action scene, and I was involved a little bit with some of the things that they were doing. They asked some of the featured guys over there to do the similar thing, and it made me miss it and made me want to go back. And so I asked, talked to them a little bit, and and they said, you can come back anytime. It's something that you're natural at, because I just trained in all kinds of things, and for whatever reason, I didn't know what they were for. I learned how to race a car and learn how to be a race car driver and skydive and do all these things, and learned martial arts. And then when that happened, when stunt work happened, it kind of fell into place. Like, okay, this is why it makes sense now. Sometimes the universe sort of directs you in that way, but you're never sure why, and then sometimes it just comes to fruition.
That's, I guess, what happens when you never say no. It sounds like you never say no.
Yeah, it's kind of like that law of attraction. You just kind of merge that way. Your life just sort of goes that way, right? It manifests itself.
I love that. I
Yeah.
think I should say yes to more things now. I feel like really boring.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for my mom because it stresses her out.
Yeah.
Again, with something else, something very unsafe or dangerous, But
Yeah, just pick a normal job, Jedidiah. Just stop doing all these crazy things.
the kids I used to teach think it's cool. I
Yeah.
mean, I got into Muay Thai fighting when I was teaching in Texas, and the kids loved it. They're like, our professor knows how to fight. He knows how to, kickbox. He's a Muay Thai fighter. They thought that was the coolest thing. And then of course the faculty would think it's like, oh my gosh, we need to talk about this because you're literally coming to class with like black eyes and bruises on your face. Like, what's going on?
Oh, no.
Lay off that, that was a little bit dangerous.
Well, that does sound pretty cool. I'm impressed. So I can see why they would be too.
I don't think I ever grew up. I think I'm just always playing. So
yeah, no, never grow up. Never grow up.
Yeah.
Amy May asked, which is probably going to be a tough question, but she asked what your favorite film is. Which one?
Oh my gosh, I love talking about film. I could do hours. Let's do a film conversation. I love it. Yeah, no, that's one of my favorite subjects besides books. Oh man, in the top 3 consistently. I hope I don't disappoint anybody, but I'm trying to think. My head's scrambling right now because I have so many favorites.
It's a tough question.
The Godfather for sure is in the
I've
top.
never seen it.
That's okay. I used to be tough on people when they say, I've never seen The Godfather. Oh, that's it. We gotta cancel what we're doing right now. We gotta but I get it. It's kind of a guy thing, right?
Yeah. I'm going with that.
But I mean, it's just character driven is really a lot of what I love. Amelie is beautiful to watch. I could watch that film over and over and over. I know it's very sweet, it's like dessert, that movie. But
that's my top 3, Amelie. I love that movie. Love it.
Absolutely. I mean, I've studied that film. I mean, Janae, the director, is we talk about visuals. Every single frame in that film is like a painting. I mean, you could learn a lot with drawing and illustrating, watching films. I do that a lot. I share a lot of films during my lectures in college. So a lot of the visuals are very much designed and beautifully and impeccably designed. Yeah.
That was 2. Have you got a third one? Or you're going to leave that one open? Godfather.
People agreeing with Amelie.
Oh, that's 2. Was it 3 or?
So you said you had top 3. I don't know.
Yeah, sorry. Oh gosh. Let's see. I've been watching, and then just lately I've been watching a lot of classics. I made a list of movies that I can't believe I haven't seen yet.
Okay.
Like with The Godfather. I've seen The Godfather like 50 times, but one of them was I don't know. Let's see. I saw French Connection finally, and Gene Hackman in that movie, and Roy Scheider. I think just and any Steve McQueen. I'm super into Steve McQueen right now. I don't know why. I think it's the idea that he was like, I'll do it, kind of spirit, like, oh, you need this motorcycle jumped over this trench, I'll do it, and it kind of freaked everybody out. They're like, no, technically, you're not supposed to do that, your insurance, and he's like, does it. But yeah, I think like classic sort of epic movies like that too. But I also like kind of independent movies or kind of overlooked movies. One I'm into is Out of the Furnace. I love character-driven movies that are very intense and very dramatic. That movie in particular is the kind of movie that I watch over and over because I want to be in a movie like that. I want to play a character like that. So those are some of my favorites for now.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I like an intense movie. Like being lost in the action and everything, and just all of a sudden it ends, and I'm like, whoa.
I've been watching a lot of K-pop Demon Hunters this summer with my kids. We've watched that like which is actually pretty good, you know. And I like animation stuff like that. And it's kind of it's a good story. What am I going to say? I'm not saying it's my favorite film of all time, but you know, when you watch something like 10 to 20 times, but you know, whether you're paying attention or not, it kind of something seeps in.
And
catchy songs.
That was anime you're talking about?
It's an animated film. It's kind of Korean.
Okay.
It's kind of based on that kind of. It's got loads of different kind of styles from more of a Western American style and some anime styles, but it's kind of all a mix. I guess it's westernized Korean.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good.
Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of animated films in my list, in my top 5, top 10. You know.
Yeah, well, like lots of Studio Ghibli, like Shyamalan's Studio Ghibli stuff from they're just classics. Like loads of good stuff. Oh well, one of my favorite films is Big Lebowski. That's because I just love this. I don't know why. It's just at that time in my life I was getting into films and I just kind of related to it. It's just good fun.
Because you love a White Russian.
Oh, I do like a White Russian, but only because of that film. You know, Jeff Bridges, if he tells me to drink a White Russian, yeah, drink a White Russian, right? And it's got Steve Buscemi and it's got John Goodman. It's really good.
Oh yeah, Steve Buscemi is great. All those guys are great. You made me think of Watership Down. Remember Watership Down? Have you guys ever seen
Rabbits?
That's very sad.
Yeah, the rabbits. Yeah. Oh, I can't watch that movie. It makes me cry every single time.
It's really sad, isn't it? I remember.
But I love that movie so much.
I'm afraid to watch it. Rabbit deaths. It's horrible.
No. Yeah.
But it happens. It happens.
Great question.
That's the thing with movies. It's also like art as well. I guess it kind of, depending on what mood you're in at the time, is what movie you're going to like or what stuff you're going to create. Kind of emotions, dictate what you either create or what you want to watch or take in, because you're not always going to be in the mood for Apocalypse Now, or you might not always be in the mood for Amelie or whatever. But so you got to pick your art and movie to your theme. So there can never be a favorite, I guess, because it depends. It could change.
It definitely evolves every few days or weeks, depending on what I watch. I'm kind of annoying when I watch movies, so I have to watch a lot of movies by myself because I'll freeze a shot and just marvel at it, just stare at it for days, like, oh my god, that's incredible, and then I'll sit there and draw it.
Well,
you could watch a movie with me. It's so annoying.
I just like to know about people. So I'll be watching something and I'll have to know who they are, where they're from, what they're doing, what movies they've been in, what their wife looks like. I need to know everything.
Right.
Does not take you out of the story though, if you're just wondering what.
No, I pause it and then I look at it.
Yeah. But what else? They're so good. What else have they been in? I need to go back and watch everything they've ever been in, type thing.
I mean, Nightmare Before Christmas.
I love that.
That movie. It's great. The kids love it, but man, oh man, that movie again, one of those movies. It's right up there with Amelie. The way it's just so beautifully designed. I mean, literally watch that movie again and just freeze. Any frame that you freeze is just a beautiful picture book and so beautifully designed and illustrated. Every frame is like an illustration in that movie. It's absolutely incredible.
I guess if you're doing everything stop motion, it was all stop motion, right? And then you're kind of looking at each frame like a picture, like a painting, not just kind of hit and record and watching it happen. It's like next frame. So yeah, you can see why.
I mean, it's a good way to learn also about composition and design if you're learning those kinds of things, and how to kind of simplify shapes and forms and design the page with anything that you draw. There's a lot to be learned with it.
Yeah, like copying comics and copying movies. Okay, movies are great. We could talk about them at the same time. Is there any non-movie related art questions, or everyone's gone into movies now? Talking about The Breakfast Club.
That's all right by me.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Oh my god, yes.
Yeah,
I loved that when I was younger. I just remember watching it over and over and over again.
Yeah. I'm don't mind me. I'm always doodling, so I'm drawing Chris right now.
Yeah. Chris is like, oh.
I was thinking about, you know, what movies have art in them, or but then it kind of took me to that Van Gogh movie where each frame was a painting. Have you seen
Oh
that
yeah,
recently?
yeah.
I haven't actually seen the movie, but I know they had some big stuff on it about Rembrandt, and I think they Royal Talents provided all the paints and things. But yeah, that's a crazy, because it's like stop frame, but you had just to do a painting for each frame. That sounds mad, but
Wow, that would take
it did
months.
take a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's funny because when you just reminded me of when I was painting the mural at JFK, the big, it was massive. It was 110 feet long, and they wanted it done in the terminal at the international terminal. And I thought, you guys are crazy. I mean, that's hectic there. But I just remember people were really fascinated with the entire process and seeing it, almost like a movie kind of unfolding, the story unfolding to them. So they would be leaving for Paris or for the UK or someplace, and then I would be working on the first panel and just be, primed wall and nothing on it, with maybe a sketch or something, and they'd come back and that entire panel is completely rendered. And it was just like magic to them to see it unfold like that.
How long did that take you then? How long was that mural?
The funny thing is, I thought I was going to get better at this, at guessing, my best sort of educated guess how long something like that would take. But I never account for when it's live like that. You stop every 5 minutes to have this wonderful chat with somebody, and so that accounts for a lot of delay. But for good reason. I love talking to people while I'm painting. So it took a couple of weeks. I did about 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
People could go on holiday and then come back and a week later, or or just go away for a few days and different section.
The best was at the air crews, pilots and some of the airport security and transit police. They've not accustomed to seeing art or going to galleries, and they have to work hard and stuff, so they don't have time for things like that. But to actually see an artist making a mural in front of them, they thought that was pretty cool, and so they were intrigued by it. They asked a lot, probably the most questions out of anybody there, and they loved it. They just loved seeing it because they're traveling back and forth every day or every other day. They'd see the progress, slowly see the progress. And they were the kindest. They would bring me coffee and lunch too.
Oh, I think coffee gifts.
It's always interesting, like that scale as well. You also see people with paintings and with them in their house, maybe some quite large, but you never really see artwork that large being created that often, especially. So that's quite an interesting thing.
That's always the most intimidating. I mean, I remember the first few times I did it, I thought, this piece of paper is not the same scale as that 12-foot tall or 15-foot tall, 110 feet wide wall. It just doesn't work the same way in the scale wise. You definitely have to make adjustments. And I like to draw, so I'll actually just throw up a grid or something and just draw right on the wall instead of projecting it or something like that. In that case, I could use a projector because there are massive amounts of people walking through.
Yeah, they sort of walk in front of it, wouldn't they?
They generally have to be quite far away, so you get that as well. So just get those people walking in front of it.
Yeah.
I've got a couple more questions.
Go for it.
Amy May says, if you could live anywhere else in the world, where would you go?
London.
London.
Easy answer. Yeah. I know it's not the most exotic I mean, maybe back. My mom's from the Philippines, so probably the Philippine Islands, because it's beautiful there.
More beautiful than London.
But I mean, no, I don't know. I think it's like something about. It's hard to explain. I just I almost moved to London years ago, and so I used to travel to London a lot, and every time I go, I just enjoy it. It feels like home. I don't know why. I have relatives that are from the UK, so you know, it's kind of funny because quick story is that my great grandfather emigrated from Derbyshire to New York, from the UK to New
Oh,
York.
okay.
And when he arrived, he jumped ship. It was like a merchant ship or something, and got a job at a butcher shop in a place called the Brooklyn Navy Yard. Right. And it's when I moved to New York, I moved to this neighborhood that was basically right next to the Brooklyn Navy Yard.
Oh, cool.
And I would walk around. I had no idea that he moved there. I had no idea that he immigrated to Brooklyn in that exact same area. So I was walking around just intrigued and drawing, you know, the Brooklyn Navy Yard and trying to figure out why the heck am I so fascinated with this area? I don't get it. And then my great aunt told me, you know, your great grandfather, her father said, she said, he moved here. This is where he lived. And I didn't know that. I had no idea. So this is a great kind of full circle that happens with people that you're related to that you have no idea. You just gravitate to the same kind of things.
It's just an energy that pulled you there.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think it's very similar when I am in London. It feels oddly like I've never lived there, but it feels like home.
Oh, I love that about a place. Like, is it quite similar to New York? I imagine they're like sort of the same, busy.
Yeah, intense, busy,
24/7.
crazy. The funny thing is when I travel away from New York, all the things that I hate and just grow tired of when I'm living here, I moved to Texas for a few years to teach and stuff, and it's the same things that you miss. You know, all the people. I miss people actually screaming and honking their horns and being too intense and life being so crazy. You know, I miss that. It's a little bit too quiet here.
Yeah,
I
I
remember.
do like when London, you could wake up at 3 a.m. and need something, and you could just go and get it.
That's actually what I did last time I was there. I was staying with some really nice friends, and I just wanted to see the city so much. I would walk out of their house and just walk around the neighborhood at 3 or 4 in the morning, and they weren't used to that. You know, they're like, "Oh, you gotta be safe." And I thought, "Are you kidding? This is like the nicest neighborhood I've ever been in. You should come to New York." People in New York don't walk around at 3 or 4 in the morning. That's a no-no.
Yeah, if you walk around 3 or 4 in the morning here, you won't see anything. Maybe the milkman. That's about.
Or a fox.
A fox, yeah, the fox.
Oh, that's funny you mentioned that. I ran, or I walked into a couple of foxes, and I thought that was sounds so corny, but it was such a magical thing when that happened, and I just froze. It literally froze me in my tracks, and I just stood there and said hello, and they just stood there and looked at me for a while.
Yeah. I don't think they're that afraid of humans. Well, the ones in London definitely aren't. So just stand the ground.
I think it knew I was from New York. You're like, you're kind of shady. You're from New York, aren't you? I don't know about you.
The only soul walking around at that time in the morning looking at foxes.
Well, the other funny thing is that's my favorite time of the day. It's about 4 a.m. It's like any big proper metropolitan city like London or New York. It's just so peaceful and quiet. It's almost like the world is waking up, and it's a great time to go draw. Actually, you have to kind of have the city to yourself.
Yeah, calm in the chaos.
Mm-hmm.
I like nighttime creativity. I like to do things at night because there's nothing else going on, no distractions. It's quiet. You know, it seems to be a good creative time for me. So
yeah, same. Yeah.
I'm a sleeper.
You're a sleeper. Right,
okay, I finished your portrait.
Oh yes, let's see, Chris.
No.
Hey.
Very good. Thank you.
That's really cool.
I've got a similar one up on the wall that I think Amy.
Oh, really?
Grab it quick.
Oh, nice. I love drawing people. I love drawing portraits. It's my favorite thing to draw.
Oh, I don't think anyone's drawn Chris live before. This is
fun.
This
was done at the last Drink and Draw.
Oh, hey, there you go. I love it. Yeah, I love how simplified the beard is. Great job. Yeah.
Who drew that
Thank
one?
You. Who did this one?
Yeah, who did the other one?
it was Amy May or Jax. It was one of those two, I think, on that table on the fish.
I'll send you
fish
this.
night.
On the fish table.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll add it to the wall. The portraits.
You'll have a
of me
collection.
in my
That
shrine
could be
to
one of the
myself.
things. The artist has to draw you while they're being interviewed.
Oh well, we
I
didn't
like
get you to do. We didn't play 6-second scribbles. I forgot all about it at the start.
Oh,
I
wow.
was kind of like I for some reason it's giving me anxiety. I don't know why.
Sorry.
Like it's for some reason like it gave me anxiety, but like it feels like a great I love challenges, so yeah, let's do it.
Should we do it now? Should we do it now quickly? Well, we normally do it at the start of the stream, but you've prepared.
It's really that short. I mean, how many seconds again?
60 seconds. 60
Oh
seconds.
my
60 seconds.
God.
And there's
Are you
10
kidding?
things. Okay, well, let's play it now. Let's play it now. We've still got time. Let me just remind people before you do, get yourself prepared, of the ScrawlrSketch, because that's the vote's still going on in the chat. So there you go. There's A and B, the two sheep. Go and vote for them in the chat, and also comment something sheep-based in the chat, and I'll pick one of you guys. So, and then we'll go back to us, and Jedidiah is going to play 6 seconds scribbles, and you have a card, you have a pen and paper. I have classic timer here.
Okay. I'm so nervous. I have to blow my nose.
Okay, you go for it. This is it, like live. The routine of Jedidiah creating something. He always blows his nose. No one knew that before.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So it's just
60 seconds. This is the timer.
I'm so nervous.
You've got to draw all 10 things. So 6 second scribbles, 6 seconds per item. And then you can show us it, and then we'll all try and guess what it is after that. But there is a theme which we'll mention, so you can say the theme, but we'll say that after. So are you ready? 60 seconds.
I hope so.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, and draw. Put it down here on the table to keep it level. I need like it says every time, I need like a countdown timer music.
Oh my god.
Not 60, like a 60-second music. I'm going to do that. All right, like the countdown music. Okay, you're about 10-15 seconds in, so you should have done a few by now.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh, I better speed up.
You can't be too detailed. They have to be quick. They have to be quick.
Realizing that with the first two.
I think artists sometimes have a problem because they want it to be like a good drawing, but I reckon about halfway. 30 seconds. Should have 5 done, I think.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man, this is a mess.
Okay, about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop drawing. Boom. How did you? He looks happy with himself. Did you get 10 done?
A couple of them, I did. A couple of them. Oh my gosh! I hope you guys can figure out.
We'll get it. We've got the power of the chat, and they never let us down.
Oof.
We'll get there in the end.
Man.
Okay. I'm gonna give you full control of the screen. You can tell us what was the theme of the card.
So I tell you what the theme is.
Yeah. What's the bit up in blue at the top? Which one was it? Because I gave you 4 options, so you picked one.
Right. Things found in New York.
Okay, I thought you'd like that one. Okay, things found in New York. So you can start guessing now. There's lots of things. There must be. Okay. Oh, well, come on. This is amazing.
Oh my god.
How did you do all that in 60 seconds?
Jesus.
What? It's so bad. Hold
on.
No,
honestly,
not bad.
Not. You should see the ones I've done. Every single one of them looked like a tampon, and that was my nickname for a while.
Okay.
Well,
let me make sure you guys can see. Okay.
Yeah. Statue of Liberty, obviously, here in the top.
Taxi.
And a taxi.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza. That's a hot dog and a pizza.
Hot dog.
The middle ones there must be the Empire State Building, right? The
Empire State Building.
Good. Yeah, that one was easier.
Underneath the pizza. Oh, that's a donut. A donut? No, not a donut.
A bagel.
Bagel.
That's
New York, isn't it? Bagel, yeah. And then underneath the pizza, that's what's that? Again, you did some good drawings. These look like landmarks. That's
what's that called?
the Brooklyn Bridge.
Brooklyn Bridge.
Brooklyn
Yeah.
Bridge. LuxVex, well done. Help me with that. Carmel says Hot Dog Central Park. So Central Park must be one of them.
Hot Dog Central Park.
There's two. Central Park.
Yeah.
Is that Central Park?
Oh my gosh! I can't
Under the
believe you got
pizza.
that one.
Under the pizza, and then
Yeah, that's Central Park.
okay, that's Brooklyn Bridge, and does that go into something else? That must be that's a different one.
So
That's
let
a
me
different drawing to the
move
other
it
side of.
so you can see it better.
Yeah, Central
Wait.
Park. Other way.
Hold on.
That's,
Let's
yeah, that's fine.
reverse.
There. Okay, so we've got. Okay, we've got.
Is that the Yankee Stadium, or have I got that one wrong?
No, well, the one at the bottom. That's. Amy May. Guggenheim, but I think she meant Guggenheim.
Yep, that's right.
Guggenheim. And Maureen.
And
yeah, and Emmy Keston's got there. And then, so the one to.
Pigeons?
Yeah, that one. That one's to the. Pigeons. Pigeons. Okay, we've got them all apart from one, which it must be.
Oh, I apologize to all New Yorkers for this one.
It's with I can't remember.
People writing
it's like the
pollution.
Piccadilly Circus of New York.
Can I give you a hint?
With all the screens.
Yeah, hint.
Times Square.
Yes.
Oh my God! Of course.
Yes. Oh my gosh! How embarrassing!
Panic over. It was very good.
Oh,
Times
you
Square.
guys,
Susan
that's
was
like
there.
one of the most stressful things I've ever done. Jeez.
I think it was more stressful for us. I think you may not go for that 3 o'clock walk in New York tonight because there'll be people.
Oh, I'm gonna be like traumatized by it till tonight.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Of all the things there, it was the bagel that like threw me off. I was like, I'm gonna go back to that one. Pass.
Yeah.
All the things. It was
so it's
the
kind
bagel
of like a
that threw me
simple
off.
shape, but yeah. Well, you did. I don't think I've seen. We've had a lot of people do this task. I don't think I've seen anyone do as much drawing as you have just did. So
Really?
that's
Yeah,
very
that was
impressive.
really nicely done.
There's lots of lines
Oh.
there. Lots of lines.
Oh, great! I
and
was
normally
gonna
they're
draw
like
with both
smaller
hands, but I don't know. I wasn't sure if that was cheating because I'm ambidextrous. I was gonna draw
both
separately
at the
with-
same time.
No,
Yeah.
there's no rules about two hands. It's-
No.
Oh,
But
darn!
to do it in 30 seconds. So that would be
Sorry about the messy drawings, though.
No, they were really
they were
cool.
amazing. Everyone's
Gosh.
like, they were so good, very good, so good.
You guys should have a show on this. That's incredibly
It's a good game. It's good
stressful.
fun.
Oh my gosh! Like invite the best artists in the world. I'm not one of them. I'm just saying, like, you know, all these great artists, and then have them have a showdown. Like, in 30 seconds, can you draw this?
It is, yeah.
That would
Time
be
is the thing because like you say, it took you 3 weeks to do a mural, or it takes you months to do a painting, or you go back to it, you do it again, just to go right. You've got 60 seconds. Go. You've got to do that. So it's tricky. It's like limiting the art supplies, limiting the amount of time you've got to do something.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
But normally we do that game at the beginning, but it's great. Chuck it in at the end because we are
Chuck it at
close.
the end.
We are close to the end now.
Yeah, I'll send you guys this too.
Oh wow. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. That was good.
You can
No.
laugh at it when you get
we
it.
can we can claim it as our own. Well, no, thank you for that. Right. What else we got to talk about? Let's pick the winner of the vote. Let's get to that
Oh,
and
yeah.
get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Poll. Still people voting, but I will go. This was it. I'm going to close the poll right now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End poll has been ended. And the winner is close. 57% to 42%. It was A, which was by Crazy Cat Chili. And it was also my choice. So
So I think you're in the lead now.
am I in the lead?
I think so.
Excellent. It was. I loved it. It's such a good drawing. Like this.
Damn.
It's crazy sheep. She also did. Or they also did another one.
It looks crazy now you put it up close.
It's me. As they did a lamb one, and I nearly picked that one. Then I looked at their profile. And I was like, oh, there's this sheep one which I didn't see before, and it did have such a good expression. I was like, yeah, that one's got to win. Although
just leaving it up there, it's like you were like sheep was talking.
Yeah. And then Cat's one, I'll put in your place, Cat, the one that you
Oh,
chose.
his
Was
is a
this.
cute look.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
that was a tough one. That's a tough one. They're both beautiful. They're both charming.
Different styles, different. Well, it was
Yeah.
such close. That's quite a close. Sometimes it's like a 80-90% landslide, but this was a close one. Only a few votes in it. So well done to Crazy Cat Chili for your sheep. We will send you a ScrawlrBox Scrawlr pack. This one here, this very one. I don't know what's in it. Sounds like there's some pencils in there. But yeah, we'll get in touch with you, get some that over to you. And also I need to pick a sheep comment from
Sheep.
the chat.
Pick a sheep and a sheep.
I mean, I've been going through, I've been looking them all up, and there has to be one winner, and it's going to be, I mean, there's so many to choose from because they've said sheep like a million times. It's got to be Pegs Jones. Lots of sheep-based jokes.
She's made like 80s sheep jokes.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear one?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll do the one you've pinned, Chris.
Okay.
A sheep and a goat went on a blind first date. They discovered they had nothing in common. When asked what happened, the sheep said, "Bah," and then the goat went, "Meh."
Nice.
So yeah.
Sorry, Pegs, I didn't get that one. Maybe I read it wrong.
That's fine. They had nothing in common. The sheep said "bah" and the goat went "meh." That's good. I mean, you can look back through. There was every time I looked up, and there was another sheep-related joke or
There are
comment.
better ones I could have picked.
Yeah,
the only one I remember as a kid was the instrument one. Do you guys know that one?
Nope.
What do a pair of sheep play? What instrument do a pair of sheep play?
I don't know. What instrument do a pair of sheep play?
A tuba.
There we go, Pegs. You can have that one.
I know a sheep joke as well. My wife's favourite joke from The Vicar of Dibley, where Alice says at the end, is "Knock knock."
Who's there?
The interrupting sheep.
The interrupting sheep. Oh my gosh! Yeah,
it's a classic.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, Pegs Jones. You get the Scrawlr pack, Pegs Jones. I said the artist got it, but the artist doesn't get it. Scrawlr pack for Pegs Jones, and we'll get in touch with the artist and send them a free ScrawlrBox as well. So well done for that. And yeah, there's what else have we got? I did have the Doodle Corp stuff that we didn't talk about, and with the loads stuff we haven't talked about. Let's just quickly whiz through that because that is quite cool. We're also doing some more prompts. Not only have we got the ScrawlrChallenge every month, we've got the ScrawlrSketch every Saturday. We've also teamed up with Corp, an artist from a previous box, who is doing is it a daily challenge, Kat?
They're every 3 days. The
Every
last
3 days.
one is on the 31st.
And they last a few days. We've just picked a few from, this is it. So day 1 3, monster, hot dog, pickle, bikini. And he's been showing them. And there's some that we've picked, and this one was also Cat, I guess, by Rich Art, and that looks like a digital one. There's another cat one as well.
There is another cat one,
which is cute. Oh, I'm gonna press the wrong one. I'm just gonna do them like this, so you can still see the prompts. Yeah, that one by Hira Christina, and then there's the day 22-24 was Sunflower. Some cool ones by Shana Campbell. And then this was day 25-27 is Crocs. And this was one of my favorites I saw. It was like a croc wearing Crocs. which is by Pat Zen Doodle. So yeah, there's some more challenges. We want to share a few of those. There's loads on the community feed if you haven't seen them already. And we're also doing the sketchbook exchange at the moment, which we sent out a sketchbook to all our Scrawlr community, and that is on third artist. It's been passed around. Is on the third artist.
It will be passed this weekend. I had an update from the current artiste. I think Mark's watching actually. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
He's got the book at the moment.
We hope you're enjoying the sketchbook. So there's 3 pieces of artwork will be moving on, and then when that's full, it comes back to us, and we'll have a sketchbook full of lovely art from the community.
So it's traveling the world right now?
It's in the UK at the moment. Due to cost of shipping, we didn't want to.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I think if international artists want to get involved, they can send us some stuff and we can stick it in. But yeah, we're going around the UK at the moment to save on ship. But we've got lots of scrawlers in the UK, so it's great. Some good artists.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what happens with that. So, yeah, I think that's. Is there anything else I've missed? I always forget something.
I think that's all of our update
at the beginning. So yeah, thank you for joining us, Jedidiah, and not only joining us for the live, but helping us build this great box with these supplies. And the pen and sticker. I didn't even get to half the things. And the suite. Did you enjoy the space themed suite that I put in?
I was gonna munch on it while we were chatting, but I didn't want to be rude, so I'm gonna enjoy it after I'm done talking to you guys.
Wham is a classic British suite. I don't know whether you get them in the US. I wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah,
but it's space themed, which is why I picked it. But yeah, thank you for your wonderful artwork. I think we've got a competition coming up because you sent us the original. Like we've got the original, and we got a big set of Inktense to get like a full set. Is it the full set of all the Inktense blocks?
Wow, nice.
So yeah,
with your artwork on the front.
with more Jedidiah artwork. So yeah, we've got the full set of Inktense and the artwork. So that competition to win all that counts in, and we'll give away. I think we give away 10 boxes to runners up as well. But yeah, so that's stay around for that
at the end of the month.
Yes,
on Instagram.
Well, we're sharing more content and more people's artwork and things like that until the next box comes out. Until start talking about the next box. So yeah, thank you so much for helping us create this box and provide inspiration to all our community. And thanks for joining us on the stream. I hope you enjoyed it today and the experience of helping us out at ScrawlrBox so far. So,
I did. Thank you so much, and thanks for everybody joining me. And if you guys make it to New York, give me a ring, and we'll hang out and draw.
Yeah, 3 a.m.
We'll all hang out and draw at 3 a.m. If you don't already,
I was going to say at 4 a.m. in the morning. Yeah.
I'm sure you're already, but go follow Jedidiah on Instagram. It's Jedidiah Dore, or his socials, his website's Jedidiah.com. And you do workshop stuff, so go check him out online. There's loads of stuff there. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for everyone in the chat. Been great questions, and yeah, we'll see you again next month, and hopefully we'll be in touch again soon, Jedidiah. Bye. See you later, guys.